ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Junior Africa Cup live here happening from the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium, Windhoek. You are getting ready to watch Zambia versus Egypt. My name is Kalembire Shipura and I'll be your lead commentator, accompanied by...
My name is Jason Amwamba and I will be accompanying Pinky.
Yes, so I'm also known as Pinky. So we're getting ready to watch the second match for today. This is day 3 of the Junior Africa Cup. Very, very excited to watch this game between Zambia versus Egypt. I wouldn't want to say they are the underdogs of this tournament here between the teams that are present, but I'm very excited to see who will win this game today. There you see on your screen right now Zambia versus Egypt. Then we will have a game there by South Africa versus Zimbabwe at 1 Central African time. So if you are in and about Windhoek, you have nothing to do at home, please do come through to the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium here at the heart of Windhoek High to come witness some great junior hockey players from across the great and mighty African continent. They on your screen. So Jason, what are you looking forward to?
I'm currently looking at the standing or the matches that Zambia had played. Oh, we are looking at on your screen here. You have the lineup where you have Kunda as the goalkeeper, Mwansa, Tembo, Banda, Mwansa. Oh, we have both Mwansa brothers here. Silavwe, Kaluba, Steinman, Chere as the captain. Tagwerei and Mwamba Nicholas, and the coach Floyd Chomba. Sorry for butchering some of the players' names, pronunciation.
So that's the lineup there for Zambia. Definitely looking out for the Mwanza brothers and Jere George there, the captain, and Kunda Robson, the goalkeeper. Some very, very skilled young men there. So I'm definitely excited to see what they have to bring today. I'm definitely excited. So excited actually, because the last game I watched, they played very, very well there from the Zambian side.
So Zambians have been playing very well, although they lost their first game against South Africa 12-3, and then they lost the second game against Zimbabwe 1-2.
So definitely they, as you can see there at the bottom there, we have Mutale Isak, number 9 for the Zambian team, who is going to be sitting out this game. He was suspended due to a mishap that happened the last game they played. So he'll be suspended in this game, and you won't be seeing him playing much.
On your screen, you can see the Egyptians line up, starting with Kenid Mohammed as the goalkeeper, Honsi Mohammed is Salem Ziad, Fahim Ahmed, Kamal Said as the captain, Basil, and then we have Hussein Mohammed, we have Mokhtar Basim, Foda Ahmed, Kasim, and Aldesar Mohammed.
As you can see, and there you have the substitutes there. We have Nasr Omar, Ali Gomal, Al Hadi Ahmed, Ghane Mohammed, Soliman Arfat, and then we have Hegob there, and those are your substitutes there. Zakaria is the coach, Ahmad, and that is the lineup there for Egypt. So there you can see we have the log for the under 21 men right there, sitting comfortably at the top. We have South Africa with a goal difference of 17 points. Also, fun fact, the top goal scorer is also from South Africa. currently. And then number 2 there we have Zimbabwe with a goal difference of 1. So they have won 1 game. Namibia sitting comfortably there, the 3rd position. And then Kenya is number 4, Egypt number 5, Zambia number 6. So the two teams playing against each other right now are following each other back to back. So they are definitely going to want to win this game and come out with some sort of goal and some sort of win, because both teams have not won a game yet.
I'm currently looking at the matches played by Egypt, and Egypt lost against Namibia 3-1 on the first day of the tournament, and then they drew against Kenya on Saturday 4-4, where Egypt made a comeback from a 2-4, or was it a 4-1?
There was a two goal difference.
There was a 2 goal difference.
Yes.
Two goal difference, and they made a comeback in the final quarter, back-to-back goals.
So definitely the 2 sets of young men playing here for Zambia and Egypt definitely have something to prove in this game. They definitely want to win this game. So it's definitely going to be an action-packed game. Stick to your screens and ready yourselves. Don't blink. If you need a bathroom break, I would advise you to go right now. Otherwise, you might miss some really great action there.
We are seeing that Egypt has only had one loss and 1 draw, but Zambia has had losses, so Zambians are looking for a win. They might just be much more desperate than the Egyptians are, so we are looking at the game to be very high tempo at this point, as both teams are individually skilled and they play a lot of aerials. So we are looking to see a lot of aerial skills in this game, as I've seen the Egyptians and the Zambians mostly play aerial balls. So it's really gonna be an intensive game and an exciting game to watch. If you're at home, please do watch. Like Pinky said, go to the bathroom right now, because if you blink, the game will go by.
Definitely. I will say though, the it's gonna be any man's game. So I'm definitely excited to see what Zambia has to bring.
I mean, it all comes up to the warm-up. Do you show up to the game already warmed up, or do you warm up during the game and only show up after the second chaka?
Well, we'll have to see the result of the first chaka there. As you can see there, the players are running on to the field. Never be too prepared. You gotta come ready and stay ready. So the boys are getting ready. Some quick team talk there before kickoff. Like we said earlier, a lot is at stake. As is only the top 3 will be making it to go represent Africa at the under 21s. So definitely a lot is at stake here for those countries. There on your screen we have our umpires. We have Lowe from Zimbabwe, we have Claude there from South Africa, and Moshoko from Zimbabwe as our reserve umpire. Neutral umpires, so definitely going to be a fair, straightforward game. See some energy there from the Egyptian boys, energy from the Zambian boys, and it's always good energy, good vibes. You know, watching hockey, having played hockey for such a very long time myself, this is always beautiful. It's always a beautiful sight to watch.
I mean,
There we have officially started, and you will be able to tell the difference between a men's hockey game and a women's hockey game. Ball is hard on the stick, ball is moving fast on the field, so definitely keep your eyes glued to the screen during this game, because you might miss a ball.
I mean, the winner of this game is going to the Hockey World Cup. The top 3 victors are going to the Hockey World Cup, being held in India later in the year on the 28th, from the 28th of November to the 10th of December.
So the winners of the Junior Africa Cup, yeah, that is where they would be going.
Although the women's one is being held in Chile, in Santiago.
There we see the Zambia pressing. That's a free hit there for Egypt. Pick up there by Zambia there. Umpire emphasizing to start the ball at that specific position. There you just saw Banda Richard pass the ball to his defense. Quick turnover there. And there Egypt has the ball. Mohamed there releases the ball. Quick pick up there. There we see great ball control there by Mwanza, one of the Mwanza brothers. Basal there. First overhead there, and it's going to be a free hit there for Egypt. Basal attempts there an overhead right into the circle, and because Zambia touched it first there, it is going to be a penalty corner. First penalty corner for this match, and it is in favor for Egypt. Will they be able to secure their first goal within the first few minutes of this chaka? There we see the two castles set up right at the bottom, at the top of the circle there. They have the captain pushing out the ball at the baseline. Quick variation there. Great save by the goalkeeper. And it's going to be a short corner again. Seems to be limping there. Not sure if the ball hit his knee while he was on the ground, or... There you have the Egyptian captain, Kamal Said, taking it again on the baseline. Two castles set up at the top. Straight drag flick, and The goalkeeper manages to keep it out of his box. Beautiful save there by the goalkeeper, Kunda Robson from Zambia. Quick pick up there by Banda Richard, and he makes a run. Such a skilled young boy. Dangerous jab there by Kaluba. They also almost got it inside. It's going to be a free hit there for Egypt. You see there Zambia applying pressure. Beautiful run there by Mohamed.
So Pinky, I just looked at the FIH world ranking right now, and we are seeing Egypt is ranked 15th in the world. This is now their national teams, not their juniors. They are ranked 15th in the world, and the Zambians don't have a ranking yet. So this just goes to show that hockey is developing in Zambia, and soon we will expect them to have a world ranking also.
Definitely. There you see Egypt pushing right there, right above the great ball. Area control there. Nobody to receive the ball for him at the top there. Still in possession, Egypt. And they have secured their third penalty corner there. Quick discussion on the variation they're about to take. Captain pushing it out there at the baseline. And they still have two castles set up right at the top of their circle. Easy variation. Goalkeeper is on it. Beautiful save there by the goalkeeper. What a save. What a save. Beautiful there. Beautiful work there by Kunda Robson from Zambia. It's going to be another retake for Egypt.
Well, I have to say, Pinky, that was an impressive fight for a goal. Let's look at the replay there.
We see there the ball went wide and it is out. Pretty impressive to see the goalkeeper being so active and present in the game.
I mean, Zambia does have 3 goalies.
After all. Beautiful there, defense there. Gonna be and it's gonna be a 16 there for Zambia. So far, Egypt has applied some pressure there in the Zambian circle. There we see an overhead there from the captain. Just like Jason mentioned earlier, there will be some aerial skills being displayed in this game. There we have an opportunity there for Zambia to run with the ball. Turnover there by Egypt. Seeing some really good skills there from the Egyptian captain, Kamal. You're seeing very quick 1-2, 1-2 releases there from the Egyptian boys.
Ideally, the Zambians would want to make the field smaller so that they force the Egyptians to play out wide, which will most likely give them ball possession.
Yes, definitely. I agree with that there. As you can see, Egypt is playing through the middle.
And it also goes to the defending team. The defending team would want to make the field much more bigger for themselves instead of making the field much more smaller, which makes it easier for them to go around.
Intercepted there by the defender from Egypt. Beautiful run there by Ali Gamal. Beautiful receive there by Sal from Egypt. It's going to be a long corner there for Egypt. Beautiful 1-2, 1-2 there. Intercepted there. There Zambia has an opportunity to carry the ball. Opportunity there. Will he be able to keep it out? Unfortunately, the ball was too fast for him. And it's going to be a 16 there for Egypt. Dangerous play there by the goalkeeper to step out. But you must be a very confident goalkeeper to be able to step out like that with an oncoming opposing team member.
I mean, Pinky, you do take those risks, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you have enough confidence to back yourself, it's always fun. Plus, you're making it fun for yourself as a goalkeeper as well, hey?
Also, you're saying if it's a one-sided game and you don't see the ball,
why not take the opportunity to touch the ball just a little bit? There we see Egypt pushing up on the Zambians. Opportunity there, looking for a short corner, blocked. Beautiful turnover there. There we have Banda there running with the ball. And there is a foul there. Captain. And that's going to be a 16 there for Egypt.
I mean, in such high-tempo games, umpires are also at risk. You make a judgment call and then you get one hot-head player, the stick is in your face.
It's a possibility, but I don't think I've seen it get to the level where the stick is literally in the umpire's face. As a player, you're trying to avoid getting on the wrong side of the umpires.
Because, I mean, it is a red card for that. Any form of physical altercation on a hockey field does result in a red card.
4 minutes left in this first chaka. A shots on target there. Egypt has 3 shots on target, and Zambia has had 0 shots on target. Circle penetrations, we have had 1 from the Egyptian, 0 from Zambia. 42% there for Zambia. Ball possession 58 for Egypt. 3 penalty corners Egypt and 0 penalty corners for Zambia. So it's still anybody's game right now. Which Egypt just increased their penalty corners to 4. Will they be able to capitalize on it before we go on break? Again, this tournament is definitely goal difference is a big factor in this tournament. So every opportunity these teams get, they should be trying to secure a goal. There you see 2 castles set up at the top of the circle there. Will they go for a variation or a direct drag flick? Drag flick it is. Beautiful save again there by Kunda. And unfortunately, this time around, you know, a goalkeeper can only make so many saves. Egypt has managed to score the goal. There we have a replay. Beautiful save there. And it hits one of the players there, the baseline player, right inside the box.
I mean, as a defender, I would stand a bit much more in front. If it hits me, then it's a P flick. Then my goalie stands a chance to defending.
Definitely. We're seeing a bit of a shoving there. Quick overhead there. And that's going to be a free hit there for Zambia. Zambia having an opportunity here to finally penetrate the Egyptian circle. And straight penalty corner there for Zambia. A bit of a shoving there from the Egyptians. Although he had his hands up, apologizing already. We're going to have a replay there. Obstruction there. Knocked him down there with a stick. First penalty corner there for Zambia. First penetration for Zambia. Will they be able to secure a goal and equal the scoreline before we go into break for the first quarter?
I mean, we have seen the Egyptians get more cards in this game than any other team in this tournament.
Drake flick too high there, just shy off the goalpost. Yeah, like you said earlier, Egypt is definitely one of the teams I've seen get a lot of cards since this tournament started.
They play a bit physical hockey. Play a lot more physical hockey, and it is an uncontact sport, unfortunately, for them.
See, there's going to be a 16 there for Zambia. Quick overhead there. Beautifully received there by Hosni Mohamed. Taking it easy there at the back there for the Egyptians. It's going to be a free hit in there for Zambia, right on the line. Mwanza, one of the Mwanza brothers, Alex Mwanza. Beautiful aerial skills there. Quick release. Beautiful run there. Opportunity to take a shot. And the goalkeeper was able to save it.
I mean, Zambia is desperate for a win at this point. It will be their first win of the game.
Umpire calling for a stationary start of the ball. Overhead, and that was not 5 yards, so Zambia lost that ball. 12 seconds left of the first chaka. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first chaka beautiful attempt there by JAC George, the captain of the Zambian team. I think we'll be seeing more of that type of energy from the second quarter on. There you see on the screen, Egypt leading with 1, Zambia 0, as we just concluded the first chaka.
We should be expecting the second chaka to now determine, because now we saw a lot happen in this first chaka. I mean, with ball position being at 58% for Egypt and 42% for Zambia, and 4 short corners for Egypt and 1 short corner now for Zambia. So we should see a lot more happening in the second quarter, as the Zambians are desperate for their first win. They haven't had a draw, they haven't had any wins, just they just lost so far.
There we see some highlights there on the screen of the first chaka. Some beautiful attempts, shots at the goals. Definitely, Egypt definitely was knocking it at the Zambian doors. Beautiful save there. What a save from the Zambian goalkeeper there, Kunda Robson.
But we should expect this this second chaka to be much more intensive than the previous one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking off there the second chaka. Egypt leading 1, Zambia 0.
If you are only tuning in now, you are watching the Junior Africa Cup happening here at the Davin Trasco Hockey Field in Windhoek.
Beautiful there. Defending there, right into Banda's stick there. Richard passes it upward. Egypt is able to intercept there. Free play there for... That must be painful. Still intercepted there by Egypt.
As a player, that is one of the most painful areas to get hit. Ball to the ankle.
I can definitely imagine. The foul there, so Egypt's going to get a free hit.
Lucky for my commentator, lead commentator here, Pinkish, he wears kickers instead of just shin pads.
I mean, we still get crazy injuries. So I've been hit with the ball right across my face, even with the helmet on. So yeah, it just depends on whether it's your day or not.
Unfortunately, to our viewers, they cannot see your beautiful face to actually say it's impossible for that to have happened.
There we see the umpire emphasizing for a stationary start of the ball for the Egypt. An overhead there. Tensions are definitely running high there between the young men on the field. Beautiful skills there. Beautiful run there from Zambia. And unfortunately, it's turned over there. Egypt has possession now. Quick overhead there. And it's going to be a long corner for Egypt, because it came off the Zambian stick. Straight into the circle. Intercepted there by the defenders. There is the captain there from Zambia, JAC George. Very skilled young man. Very passionate and fast also.
I did say we'll be seeing a lot more aerial skills in this game, as both the teams, especially the Zambians, enjoy their aerial skills.
Definitely. Here you see he's looking up, trying to find who can he send the ball to. That is Alex Mwanza, passes it on to his captain, George. And then there we have Amos, passes it over to Tembo. And intercepted there again by the Egyptian. A beautiful run there. Right into the Zambian circle. And I think he was looking for a penalty corner there, but it availed to nothing. Another attempt there. Unfortunately, the ball is out for Zambia. Egypt has a free pass there.
And the Egyptians are really looking for the short corners, but although they had 4 and they did nothing with them, it goes to question, what will they do with the short corners if they are not using them to their to score? Surely is a goal.
Surely should always be a goal, but anything is possible in a hockey game, so you never really know whether it's your day or not. The Egyptian forward was right there. They're not definitely giving the Zambians any room to breathe at all. There's a change there for Egypt. We see number 30, Mohab, get onto the field. Intercept turned over there by Kassam.
As you can hear,
And
the
overhead there, right into the circle. There seems to be a confusion there from the Zambian boys as to why it is a penalty corner.
It's actually
that's going to be a stroke.
So what happened? The goalie stepped and the player stepped before the Egyptian player could actually
get the ball to the ground. So that's going to be a penalty stroke there. First penalty stroke for the day. Will Egypt capitalize on this opportunity? And he misses the box.
poorly misses the box.
That is definitely gonna haunt him.
I mean, it's a big tournament and
You know, penalty corners are I think penalty strokes actually are a once in a blue moon opportunity. So
and I think that's the second one we've seen
in the
throughout
tournament,
yeah.
yes, so far. And both actually were unsuccessful.
The first one being from the Zambian team.
Here we see beautiful 1-2 hockey there between the Egyptian boys. It's going to blow there for the stick that went to the foot there. Free hit there for Egypt. Great pick up there for Zambia. Turned over very fast there by Egypt.
The Zambians are really making the field smaller for the Egyptians and forcing them to play out wide, which is ideally what you would want in a game. We are seeing a lot of falling in this game from the Zambian side. Which is it? Maybe their shoes.
Yeah, perhaps it could be wrong shoes or just also falling over the opposition's sticks.
I think we are gonna see a first card here, or not. The umpires for this game seem to be.
The Zambian captain received a card there, so Zambia is going to be short of one man there, and Egypt has an opportunity to take advantage.
The Zambians are really falling a lot on the pitch there.
Missed opportunity there again for Egypt. Great pick up there at the top. And we see there some warning there from the umpire, warning the young boys. There on your screen you see JAC George, captain from Zambia, was the recipient of a green card earlier on.
So ideally,
beautiful ball there for Egypt, and intercepted there by Zambia. Mwanza Alex taking it at the top as we are closing, rounding off the second quarter of this game. The tempo is definitely high in this game.
So ideally the Zambians would want to, whenever they are in the fourth zone, they would want to create goal scoring opportunities and take the maximum risks there, but we are not seeing it from the Zambians whenever they enter that side.
And there you see Egypt has secured another penalty corner there. Keep in mind there, Zambia is still short of a man.
We will, well, maybe this short corner the Egyptians might score.
That's going to be another short corner straight into the Zambians' foot.
This is the Egyptians' sixth short corner. Is the sixth?
Yeah, I believe it's the sixth short corner.
And the Egyptians still haven't scored a goal from a short corner.
We see direct drag flick, and it hits the pole. Beautiful pick up there. Great defense skills there from Zambia. And Egypt is able to turn it over there. Salem there from Egypt. There we have one shot on target for Zambia, 6 shots on target there for Egypt in this game thus far. Circle penetrations, Zambia has had 1 and Egypt has had 3. We see 60% there ball possession We see somebody receiving a card there. The umpires are definitely giving out warning blows there. Great receive there by Basim. Again, a turnover there by Salem. Turned over once again there by the defender there.
We are not really seeing a lot of cooking happening on this on the field. Is in not a lot of dribbling, not a lot of breaking ankles.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yep.
It's just straight, clean, back and forth hockey. Nice aerial skills there by Mwanza.
I did say the Zambians like their aerial skills. They really, I think they practice mostly on their aerial skills.
I mean, that's also the beautiful thing about outdoor hockey is you get to play with the ball a bit in the air, you know? So Mwanza still maintaining the ball position there. A beautiful run there by Basel there from Egypt. And misses the back of the net.
With only 3 minutes left to the second quarter, I would have expected for Zambia to have scored a goal by now. Although the ball position for Zambia is at 40% and Egypt is at 60%.
Yeah, they just, Egypt is definitely dominating with the ball possession, turning over the balls, and definitely knocking at the Zambian doors. Beautiful run there by El Hadi. It's going to be a long corner there for Egypt. Right at the top, actually. And the captain there. A bit of a break in communication there from the Zambians.
I think at this point the Zambians need to set up and just organize themselves much more faster.
Perhaps, yeah, definitely. Perhaps there will be a different energy when we go into the second half of this game, as we are about to conclude the second chaka as well as the first half of this game. If you're just tuning in, you're watching the Junior Africa Cup live from the Devon Trusco Hockey Field, happening right here at the heart of Windhoek High in Windhoek. The tournament will be on until the 25th of April, so this coming Friday. So if you're in and about Windhoek and you'd like to watch some great hockey from under 21s from the African continent, do come so support there. There we see Zambia has an opportunity to run into the Egyptian circle. Will
Ball got intercepted by the Egyptians.
we see there Egypt right into the circle once again, calling for a short corner, but not given to them. There we see the captain picked up once again there by Omar from Egypt, running. Say body collision there. And that is it for the first half of this game. First half there ending Egypt with a score of 1 and Zambia with a score of 0. Definitely a bit of a back and forth, a bit of a physical
looking at the game stats of this game, with the amount of short corners taken, with Egypt not capitalizing on the 4 short corners they had, um, it really. Oh, as you are watching, you can see the highlights right now on the screen. Um, there's the penalty stroke that was poorly missed. Um, we are seeing that the Zambians have been falling quite a lot in the game, but the Egyptians are still knocking. They are knocking on the um, Zambians' door, and the more they knock, they might just get through again for their second goal.
There we see some spectators there with the Zambian flag.
Looking at the game stats of this game, like I was saying, um, with the Egyptians having more than 6 shots on goal, we are, and the Zambians only having 1 shot. The game is really a one-sided game. We are seeing that the game is shifted to one side against the Zambians, but we should expect maybe the Zambian coach is giving his players now a hefty talk.
There we see there on your screen the stats for the halftime goal. Egypt has 1, Zambia 0. Shots on target, Egypt has had 5 and Zambia just 1, with 1 circle penetration, and Egypt has had 5 circle penetrations. Ball possession 60% to 40%. Definitely dominance there by Egypt. Penalty corners, 6 penalty corners to 1 penalty corner, and Zambia has had 2 green cards thus far, and Egypt with 0 cards at all. So Egypt is definitely trying to stay clear of getting any form of cards in this game, and we will be there on your screen. There we see some fixtures of what's coming up. So there's definitely some exciting games coming up there. So stay tuned and stay glued to the screen.
Tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. on NBC TV for Soccer Pitch, Namibia's premier football magazine show.
I spoke about myself, like I'm being bullied.
Currently, they're getting paid salaries that are better than some of the guys in the Premier League.
Yeah.
How many competitive leagues do we have in the regions?
Football is business. And if you're not in for business, I think you need to get out.
Dive deep into the latest football headlines with expert analysis on fixtures, results, and issues on and off the pitch with us.
You must be able to meet specific minimum.
Okay,
I'm educating you now.
Did you sign the contracts in the night or in the day? The contracts are signed at night. Yeah.
Whether it's profiling star players, catching up with club administrators, or hearing from former football greats, Soccer Pitch brings you closer to the beautiful game.
Plus, we keep you in the loop with a touch
Of international flair.
with me, your host, Javita Kanjumbwa.
And me, Setan Nishidimbwa.
Don't miss out on your weekly football fix. Soccer Pitch has it all. Soccer Pitch. For the love of the game. NBC. It's ours.
Every team huddle, every kickoff, every scrum, every tackle, every sidestep, every try, absolutely everything rugby. Absolute Rugby. For the love of the game. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Behind every victory, there's a story. Behind every loss, a battle. This isn't just about the highlights, the trophies, or the roars of the crowd. It's about what happens behind the scenes, under immense pressure and in the shadows that few ever see. It's about uncovering the truths buried beneath the surface. This is Sport Uncovered, where we go beyond the headlines to reveal the hidden and untold stories of Namibian sport. This is not just about the athletes. Behind every performance, there is a system. Decisions are made by coaches, managers, owners, and administrators. These choices don't just influence games, they shape careers, shatter dreams, and
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your beautiful screens. There you're watching Zambia versus Egypt. Second half of this game between the two sides, and Egypt is leading to 1 goal. And we're very excited to see what comeback Zambia can have in this second half of the game. Right? What do you have to say, Jason?
As we saw in the game stats that were shown at the end of the second quarter, shots on target with Egypt having 5, Zambia having 1. Goal score right now is on your so shown on your screen is 1 Egypt, Zambia 0. Second penetrations, Zambia had 1 second penetration and Egypt had 5. Ball position with Zambia having 40% and Egypt having 60%, and penalty corners, Egypt having 6 and Zambia having 1. So we are likely to see a goal coming from the Egyptian side.
Beautiful there, attempt there, very, very beautiful attempt there by Zambia. What you just witnessed there, definitely great pressure from the Zambian boys. Great start to the second half, actually. Definitely what we all came out here to see today.
If the Egyptians let the Zambians knock on their door, the Zambians might just knock the door down and score a goal.
Definitely. That was probably the second penetration from the Zambian side into the Egyptian circle, and they were so close to getting a goal. So anything can happen. It's still anybody's game. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, You are watching the Junior Africa Cup taking place here at the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium, right at the heart of Windhoek High School. Different countries, different nations from across the African continent. There, the umpire is just signaling play to whistle.
It's quite a beautiful day to be watching hockey. Not so sunny, a bit partially cloudy. So do come show your support here at the Devon Trusco Hockey Field.
And there you see it's going to be a free hit there for Zambia right outside the circle.
I do want to say we are likely to see cards flying out soon towards the Egyptians because they do play a bit physically hockey there.
See, they intercepted there by Mohamed, and Zambia was able to turn it over, but dangerous play there, so Egypt still has the ball.
We can hear on the sidelines right now the coach shouting, "Don't back stick." So the one thing about the first zone, which is your 23, you do not want to take risks because any risks will cost you either short corner or
and
goal.
That's going to be a straight short corner there for Egypt. Couple of warnings were handed out already, so the umpire just felt, you know what, straight into a penalty corner. That's going to be the first penalty corner there for the second half, but definitely not the first penalty corner for Egypt. Will they be able to secure a goal and score? See there, two castle setups there at the top of the circle with the captain pushing it out at the baseline. Drag flick, and goalkeeper is right there. Kunda Robson, and manages to just push it right out.
As you are seeing on your screen, we are seeing like a few foots, but umpire cannot blow what umpire doesn't see.
That's right, Jason. Beautiful run there by the number 7, Kaluba from Zambia.
So just seeing stop of time, player got hit in the face. Egyptian player got hit by the Zambian player.
Number 13 there, Mohammed. But he seems to be alright. Shakes it off and continues.
I mean, you'll only really feel it
afterwards,
after the game.
Once the adrenaline has subdued. So it's going to be a free hit there for Zambia on the line. Zambia there with an opportunity. Once again, right at the top. Intercepted there. And it's going to be a free hit for Egypt right outside their circle. And a green card there for the Zambian player. Beautiful ball there, straight. Another great opportunity here for Egypt to get through. That's going to be a foul there. Umpire emphasizing the beginning. Start the ball at a beautiful defense there by Steinman. Green card there on your screen. Kaluba was the one that received the green card there from on the Zambian side. So once again, Zambia is short one man. That is the third green card there for Zambia right now. Great receive there by Banda. Unfortunately, it is blown against him. And Alex Mwanza there, picks it up once again.
I mean, these players at this point want to crucify that umpire. The Zambians are angry at the umpire.
Definitely, that frustration is always going to be there, unfortunately.
You could even hear it from the spectators there in the States go, ah.
There we see first green card. It's not a card, actually. Umpire calling the captain. Quick discussion there with the captain to talk to his
I think at this point the Zambians just need to play a good game. They need to calm down.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to calm down and just relax a little bit.
Like the Kenyans like to say, rahizi.
Overhead there, blown for Egypt. There is an opportunity there by captain there, releases it, and it is intercepted. Great defense there by Hosni there from Egypt.
It is truly a high tempo game. The boys are desperate to score goals. If the Egyptians score the second goal, it might just solidify their win.
Definitely. The goal difference is still 1. So it's still any man's game right now. Great. There's still an opportunity there for Zambia to, equalize and possibly walk away with a draw. We're seeing there Koba there from missed opportunity there. Penalty corner there for Egypt. See the players, they are calling for a stroke because the goalkeeper almost went for the Egyptian player there. But it wasn't awarded. They were just awarded with a penalty corner.
I mean, those are part of the risks you as a goalie have to take sometimes.
Will Egypt be able to secure a goal? Missed, just shy of the goal post there.
It's really not Egypt's day-to-day on the short corners. Yes, they are not scoring any, but I can't even say it's not their day because they haven't really scored from short corners in this tournament.
Like I said, there's still a chance for Zambia to get back into this game, with the goal difference being just 1. So we hear there from the coaching side there some voices, take it easy, and Zambia is able to secure themselves a short corner there.
And that's the first green card for the Egyptians.
And It goes to the captain as well, Kamal Said. So Egypt will be short 1 man there. We're hearing a few instructions here being shouted from the baseline from the coaches. 2 castle setups there for opportunity there. Ball is still in play. And first one, the ball was too dangerous there. We have a player from Egypt. Umpire calling for medical care. We just have 5 minutes left there. We're going to have a quick replay of what transpired there. Right to the shoulder. Of the Egyptian player there. See some of the players there are taking this opportunity to regroup. There on your screen you see the captain of Egypt received a green card, Kamal Said. We're not really quite sure. See if he's going to be able to recover and remain on the field, or if he's going to get off. And it seems like he's gonna take a seat.
I mean, in this game, I expected more cards flying out for the Egyptians, considering that the whole tournament they've been getting cards so far. This is their 3rd game though, but the first 2 games they have been getting cards. So I think maybe they went back on their video analysis and saw that they were playing a bit physical hockey. We can hear right now the spectators and the coaches are also angry at the umpires.
There we see a run there for Zambia. 5 minutes left into this chaka. If you're just tuning in, you're watching the Junior Africa Cup. Zambia versus Egypt, under 21 Junior Africa Cup, might I add. And the score right now, Egypt is leading with 1-0 against Zambia.
And the top three victors from this tournament will proceed on to the Junior World Cup being held later in the year in India.
If you're wondering where the games are happening, they are happening right here at the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium, right at the heart of Windhoek High. So if you have nothing to do on this beautiful Monday, do come out and come watch some hockey there. There is a short corner there for Zambia. The umpire blew it was a foot. Even I saw the foot actually. So Zambia has another opportunity there to take a penalty corner and try to get a ball into the Egyptian box.
I mean, as players, you would still contest the foot.
Always.
When it was a foot. You would still go approach the umpire expecting the umpire to change his mind.
See, the Zambian captain is the one that is pushing it out there at the baseline. We have 2 castles set up at the top there. Straight hit. A bit sloppy actually, but great save there by the goalkeeper. Egypt there
the Zambians do need to score a goal in order for them to get a win. If they do not, then we're expecting the Zambians to actually.
And they quick opportunity there for Egypt, unfortunately blown against them. There Egypt running again, and it is intercepted. Intercepted once again, turned over there, Egypt. Mohamed there. You can see here we're hearing from the bench here, coach saying, shouting at his boys to step up and apply some pressure.
I think the Zambian players expected another short corner, but the umpire blew otherwise.
Great pick up there on the line there by Ali Gamal. Opportunity there at the top of the circle. Open. Great save there by the defender there. And it is out. Beautiful, beautiful correlation there between the goalkeeper and the defender there. You always, as a goalkeeper, you always want your defender to become. And that is a stroke there. The argument is going to be that he went for the player and instead of the ball. Second penalty stroke for this game.
And the third penalty stroke of the tournament. We'll see if they will score this one.
And he is able to reach the back of the net there. Beautiful execution. Goalkeeper was able to predict the direction in which it went. Unfortunately, it just slipped right in between his gloves there. And that is now comfortably putting Egypt there to a 2-goal difference there. And that is what warranted the penalty stroke.
The biggest question right now is, will Zambia make a comeback like Egypt did in their game against was it Zimbabwe? Not so sure now, but talking on correction.
There we see Zambia trying to push forward, keep the morale up.
Point of correction, Egypt did make a comeback when they played against Kenya on Saturday.
Opportunity there. Abdul there with the ball.
So we might see a comeback coming from Zambia, maybe, if they will give a comeback and give Egypt a taste of their medicine, like how they made it towards Kenya.
We'll see. With only just one chaka left. There's only 50 seconds left in this third quarter. Perhaps we'll see Zambia with a different energy in the fourth and final quarter, or Egypt might just dominate and secure some more goals. Great tackle there by Mohamed, number 13 there from Egypt. Beautiful run. It's going to be a stick tackle there, and honestly, the Zambian goalkeeper running out is giving me a bit of anxiety, I won't lie. And that concludes the third quarter of this game. And our score right there, Egypt with 2, Zambia with 0.
I mean, Pinky, you are a goalkeeper, so those are things you also tend to do sometimes. You run out, you take the risk, and hope that your defenders back you up.
Yeah, but you don't recklessly just run out unless you really have a great confidence in your defenders, which he seems to have.
I mean, Zambia is the first team I've seen and the only team at this tournament with, shockingly, 3 goalkeepers.
Yeah, there you see on your screen highlights of the previous Chaka. That was an opportunity there could have been a possible goal there for Zambia, but it was not counted as there was a foul right before. There was a shot on target there from a penalty corner. Goalkeeper was right there to, keep his shit clean there. There is what warranted for the penalty stroke that was taken by Hosni Mohamed, who confidently managed to get it right into the back of the net there. Another opportunity there and a miss. Right now we're getting ready to get into our 4th and final quarter of this match. Perhaps Zambia has changed a few of their tactics as we go into this last quarter.
I mean, the last quarter always tends to be much more intense. The tempo is high. It's like this last quarter, we are to expect Zambia to be desperate for those 2 goals.
Yes, definitely, I agree with you there. First foul there in this quarter. Great interception there. Turned over. Beautiful run there by Jimmy. It's going to be Egypt's ball there on the line. Omar is going to take it for the Egyptians.
A miss we had just at the end of the chaka. The coach was telling his players, I could hear the coach telling his players saying, leave the umpire alone, concentrate on your hockey, and just enjoy the game at this point. So I think the Zambians are going to try enjoying the game for a win.
Yes, definitely. Sometimes you just need that reminder from your coach, just to take a step back and recollect and calm down, play your game, because it can always get heated when you're on the field, and it entirely throws off your game, eh?
I mean, like I really enjoy that word from the Kenyans, rahizi. It means relax in Swahili.
See, quick pick up there from the line. Beautiful ball skills there. See the Egyptians knocking once again there, and that's going to be a foul. So Zambia takes the ball right there. Turned over. There we see the captain there. Egyptian captain running with the ball there. Great receive there at the top of the circle by Basel. And It's a penalty corner and a yellow card, a green card there for Zambia. Penalty corner there for Egypt. First penalty corner in the fourth quarter. Shy of the goalpost again there by Hosni.
The Egyptians at this point are just missing their short corners. A shorty is a goal, and they keep on missing them.
Straight into opportunity there, and bounces off his foot there, and it is blown against him. Beautiful interception there. A run there by Mwanza. Tembo Andrew from Zambia was the recipient of the green card right earlier on before the penalty corner that was taken by Egypt. Straight shot in, and that's definitely going to be blown against him.
I guess with the game intensity is high, players do forget that the ball needs to move 5 from a free hit when it happens inside the 23 before the ball enters the circle. So I think the players at this point, the Zambian players are just desperate for 2 goals to at least give them a draw, or maybe 3 goals to give them a win against Egypt.
So opportunity there, Egypt is once again, and that's going to be a free hit there for Zambia, right outside the circle.
Overall, looking at the fourth chaka at this point, the fourth quarter at this point, the Zambians seem to have improved on their ball possession. Looking as to they are holding the ball for longer now, they are trying to recycle the ball. They are concentrating more on playing out wide and widening the field for themselves instead of just making it smaller, which gives them a better chance at goal scoring opportunities.
Yes, I definitely agree with you. And it is a goal for Egypt. Beautiful run. Beautiful run there by Bassem there, who manages to just go right past the goalkeeper and throw it right into the net there. Beautiful execution.
But the goalkeeper, Kunda.
Quick replay there. What a goal. They comfortably positioning them there with a 3-goal lead. Egypt has 3 and Zambia is 0. Just 9 minutes left of this whole game. Kasem is definitely making beautiful runs there.
At this point, I think the Zambians' morale is also now low because of the whole 3-goal difference now.
Overhead there from the captain to Matt Foda. It's going to be a free hit there for Egypt. Straight into the circle. Beautifully received there by the defender. And again, stop time. pushing there. A green card. Green card there for Ahmad. 8 minutes left of this chaka and of the whole game. Overhead there. Zambia has an opportunity here to penetrate the circle. Great pick up there by Mohamed. Beautiful aerial skills there displayed. They're waiting to hear now what the umpires calling for medical care there.
We are seeing the Zambian players were a bit disappointed when they heard the whistle go. I think they thought that the ball was overturned.
Yeah.
With only 7 minutes to go of the last quarter of the second game of the day, we are seeing the player got a green card, as you can see on your screen. It's the last quarter of the second game of day 3 of the Junior Africa Cup being held here at the Davin Trustco Hockey Field in Windhoek.
Here we see the captain getting off the pitch, who will be now substituted by Famai Ahmad. There is a penalty corner there for Zambia. Will they be able to get a goal in? There you see on your screen there, 2 shots on target for Zambia and 8 shots on target for Egypt. 25 circle penetrations for Zambia and 9 circle penetration for Egypt. Sorry, there 5 circle penetrations there for Zambia, 9 circle penetrations for Egypt. There is the penalty corner there. Missed opportunity. A bit of a hesitation there from Zambia to take that shot. They penalty corners 4, 8 penalty corners for Egypt. There seemed to be a bit of a uncertainty with taking that last penalty corner for Zambia.
I'm looking at the ball position for Zambia and Egypt at the beginning of the game. Egypt was leading with 58% ball position, in Zambia with 42, and later on at the halftime, the ball position was 60% for Egypt and 40% for Zambia, and in the last quarter, ball possession increased for Zambia, where they actually are currently having the 51% ball possession, and Egypt having a 49% ball possession. So we are seeing that the Zambians are actually hungry for goals.
Close opportunity there for Zambia. It's a long corner there. Zambia's ball to take their long corner. If you're just tuning in, you are watching the Junior Africa Cup here taking place at the Devon Trusco Hockey Stadium, right at the heart of Windhoek High School. So if you're in and about Windhoek, you'd like to come watch some beautiful hockey by juniors from across the continent, under 21 juniors. Please do come around and come watch some hockey. Right now you're watching Zambia versus Egypt. Egypt leading with 3-2-0. There is an opportunity there for a penalty corner for Zambia. Will they be able to capitalize? Although the last one, they seemed very uncertain about how they're going to take that penalty corner. So we will see if they will use this opportunity. They wanted to go for a deflection there. Unfortunately, the captain was too far out for that deflection, and another missed opportunity for Zambia.
I think the Zambians now just are playing the Egyptians hockey. They are not even playing anymore their own hockey, which give them more ball possession, more shots on target, and now they are just demoralized.
Quick pick up there on the line for Zambia. Opportunity there for Zambia, and straight into his teammate's foot there. And the ball was too fast there for him. It's going to be a 16 for Egypt. 3 minutes left on the clock of this game. See there, beautiful run there. Another penalty corner for Zambia.
The Zambians are really looking for that goal, although there's only 3 minutes left of the fourth quarter of the second game of the day. The Zambians are really looking for that goal, as their short corners have increased, because every time they now enter the circle, they looked for foot.
We'll see there we have one castle set up right at the top of the circle there. Beautiful, and they have scored a goal. Beautiful, beautiful shot there. What a simple and direct shot.
The Zambians showing the Egyptians how it's done, how you score a goal from a short corner.
What a beautiful shot there by
variations.
By Mwanza.
Unfortunately, there might just not be enough time for the Zambians to actually get those 2 goals.
I mean, it would depend actually, because anything can happen. I'm definitely optimistic. I'm always optimistic, hey?
I mean, Pinky likes that phrase, the game is not over until the whistle goes.
Exactly. See the tempo, Zambia is increasing the tempo there. There's only 2 minutes left of this game. Beautiful save there by Kunda. Overhead there.
And we can hear the coach right now on the sidelines shouting at his players to move faster.
Get a sense of urgency. Egypt, they changed the goalkeepers there. We see now Janidi is off, and there we see another card, a yellow card there for number 5 of Egypt, Salem. Another opportunity there for Zambia right into the circle. There seems to have been another collision there. There you see on the screen a yellow card there for Salem of Egypt, who received a yellow card. See, medics have been called there onto the field again. So Zambia is taking a free hit there right at the top of Egypt's circle. Waiting for the whistle. Big stick there, and it is out there. A missed opportunity there for Zambia with just 1 minute left on the clock of this game. They are definitely applying the pressure right now. See a quick run there by Egypt. Overhead there to number 22 there, Foda Ahmed, back stick, and missed opportunity. A bit of a frustrated grunt there by Kasim, who was right there at the open of the box, who could have just easily pushed it right into the box. Beautiful run there by Mwanza Jeremiah, one of the Mwanza brothers. There we have another Egyptian player again on the floor. Just 30 seconds on the clock there.
Seems like the Egyptians are really getting injured in this game. And you wouldn't want to have so many injuries this early on in the tournament, considering that there are a lot of games still coming up. And there are only 3 spots for the Junior World Cup later on in the year.
That's very true. I agree. There's seems to be a lot of Egyptians taking a fall in this game, and the tournament is still going on until the 25th of April. So there's still a few more games to be played. There's only 35 seconds left there on the clock of this game. Egypt is leading 3, Zambia 1. Second game of the day, and it is about to round off. There we see Ahmad limping off the field. You see there, Egypt again inside the Zambian circle, and great defending there. Beautiful defending. Yellow card for Hegab. Just a few seconds left of this game. Quick run there. Beautiful interception. And that concludes this very much action-packed, jam-packed game between Zambia and Egypt. There you see on your screen, Hegab was the one that received the last yellow card of this game. Perhaps maybe he rebutted or something towards the umpire. There is your full-time score. You have Egypt leading with the 3 and Zambia 1.
I mean, looking at the stats of this game, the Zambians did show up late to the game. They were desperate for that win in this last quarter, but unfortunately they couldn't score enough goals. But they could only score 1 goal, and this also shows that the Zambians they were also 1 man down because they have a man suspended for this one game. Isaac Mutale.
Here we see some of the highlights of the game there. That possible goal that could have been awarded to Zambia. Some beautiful shots there from Egypt as well as Zambia. Beautiful save there. So it was definitely an action-filled game between the two sides. And the other team walked away there with the lead. There is the penalty stroke. It was taken earlier on in the third quarter. I will definitely have to commend the Zambian defenders and the goalkeeper in this match, because they definitely kept a lot of games out, a lot of goals out of the box, a lot of backline defending after the goalkeeper. So there's definitely beautiful chemistry there between the Zambian goalkeeper and his backline defenders. They're definitely confident with each other there. Although they were definitely let down by their forwards up in front. Definitely great development happening with hockey here on the African continent. There you see on your screens we have the statistics from the full time. Goals obviously 8-3, Zambia 1. Shots on target 9-3 for Zambia. Circle penetration 6 circle penetration for Zambia and 12 for Egypt. Ball position towards the end, you see Zambia dominated like Jason was saying with a 53% and Egypt with a 47%. Penalty corners, Zambia was definitely able to up their penalty corners within the last quarter, getting it to 7 and Egypt to 8. So Zambia received a total of 5 green cards. That is definitely a big amount of cards in a game, and Egypt with 2 green cards and 2 yellow cards, presumably I think just from a lot of back chatting to the umpires. I think that is definitely how they got those yellow cards there. But definitely with the statistics, like Jason said, there was a bit of a dominance there from Zambia in the second half. We see there
the next game being Zimbabwe men versus South Africa men, starting at 1 o'clock.
Yes, they're getting ready now to get on the pitch for that game, so stay tuned. Central African time, 1 o'clock. And the rest of the fixture, we have Kenya versus South Africa, Kenya versus Namibia, And then Namibia once again to close off there at 7 p.m. Central African time against Zambian women. And thank you very much for tuning in. We will be going on to a game now, a break, getting ready for the third game at 1 o'clock.
Namibia proudly hosts the Junior Hockey World Cup qualifiers right in the heart of Windhoek from the 18th to the 25th of April at Devon Trustco Hockey Stadium. The best young talents from across Africa will battle it out for a shot at global glory. Who will represent the continent on the world stage? Follow real-time updates and all the live action on all our NBC Sports social media platforms. This is more than just hockey. This is the road to the...
I need to know the truth.
This had nothing